What's up guys, Art of GrimmSpeed. I'm hanging out in our warehouse surrounded by a bunch of exhaust products, freshly made exhaust products, but that's not what we're talking about today. We're going to be talking about shift knobs. So why don't we go upstairs where our product is and grab a couple, and then we've got this little setup here where we can weigh them out and we'll talk about them a little bit. And a surprise for you, a new shift knob introduction. So shift knobs, we have two different types, Delrin and stainless. They are a huge seller for us. As you can see, we hardly have any in stock. We had a couple big orders come through, clean us out, but we do have a couple that I can pull and talk about, as well as the 5-speed retainer. So let's go back down to the desk here. So as I mentioned, we have two different types, lightweight one and a heavyweight one. We let the materials dictate the weight on these, so let me take them out. I'll kind of show you what they look like. They come in this nice velvet satchel, because we're classy like that. The all black one is Delrin, so it's kind of like a hard plastic material for those that are unfamiliar. The other one, what we would consider the heavyweight one, is made out of a block of stainless steel. Boom. So we're gonna measure them out. The weight's already on our website, but we thought we'd put it in video form since a lot of people ask us about these. We're gonna start with weighing out the lightweight one, the Delrin. Let's see what it's got. About 122.5, 123 grams. So that's about 1/3 of a pound, pretty lightweight. The other one, and this is probably the big seller for us, the heavyweight stainless, that's gonna be closer to 1.5 pounds, about 682 grams. So people usually ask me, which one do you prefer? I kind of like them both. I have them both and I switch them out throughout my cars. I like the heavyweight one for a 6-speed transmission, nice solid bushings, maybe a short throw. That's the kind of setup I have. If you have maybe an older WRX, the bushings are a little worn out or something, you might want to consider the lighter weight one. But the heavyweight's just great for throwing it into gear, really just kind of puts itself in there and improves the driving experience. The other little part that we have here in the center, I need to mention this for 5-speed guys, this is the shift boot retainer. If you're a 6-speed guy, your reverse lockout is gonna fit just right in between there. Obviously the shift boot is attached to that. This little piece, I'll show you here. For 5-speed guys, it allows you to insert it up in there and then the shift boot will just attach so it's not dangling down. So be sure to get that if you're ordering for a 5-speed. So you guys are well familiar with the two types of shift knobs that we have already. The whole point of this video isn't about these, it's about the new ones that we're putting out. So let me show you what they look like. Boom, we've dubbed those the stubby knobs. Why? Because look at them. They're the stubby version of this, so it looks like someone squished these down. They're a little bit fatter and a bit shorter. So this is something that people have been requesting from us. Basically, a lot of people like the feel of these sort of in your palm. Some people prefer to drive with their hands over the top, and that's where something like this is a little bit better for that. So that kind of feel. Weight-wise, they're about the same. So we can see this one is 105 grams, just a little bit less, and this one is about 600 grams, about 80 grams less than the other. So it's kind of an alternative for the guys that don't necessarily like this style and prefer something a little bit shorter and fatter. The other really awesome thing about the new shift knobs is because they're wider at the base, we were able to machine out a larger area for the reverse lockout. So these we tested on our shop Ford Mustang and Focus RS, and they fit great with their reverse lockout. So we've dubbed this the dual fitment for Subaru and for the S550 Mustang and Focus RS. I mentioned earlier that I had a surprise for you guys, and I do. In addition to the two shift knobs that we're putting out, we have a third, that's a limited edition one. We like to do this when we do new shift knob releases. This is a stainless steel with blue sparkly powder coat version. It's a little bit of a nod to the Focus RS, since this is going to be a dual fitment between Subaru and Ford. And there are only 25 of these, so it's a very limited run. We're going to put them up on the website. If you see it gone, then it's gone. Don't email us and call us and try and figure out if you can get one. That's all we got. So get on there, buy it if you can, and otherwise, get one of the other shift knobs.